Hey guys, in this video I wanted to show my makeup routine that I do when I have someplace important to go to or when I'm going out to meet my friends or a little night out. So today I'm actually going out to meet one of my best friends I haven't seen in a few months. Primarily I use a lot of Korean makeup products. I really am a huge fan of Olive Young. I hope you enjoy. Guys, get ready with me while I do my makeup. Tonight I'm meeting my friend for dinner. I haven't seen her in a hot second throughout this whole summer, so I'm so excited. We're going to a dive bar. It's super famous. It's called Cherry's High Dive. Our sole purpose of deciding to go there for dinner was literally for the photo booth, so I'm so excited. I do this makeup like every time I go out or I just have something a bit more special. It's like 5:30-ish right now. I know it's like later in the day, but I cannot risk going outside without another layer of sunscreen. I'm gonna put this on. I've been using this sunscreen, Madagascar Centella. I bought this from Korea and it's definitely one of my favorites. It's super silky and watery, which I love. Obviously no white cast. Personally, I love like dewy glowy look. It just accentuates like the glow from the inside. So I think that the most important thing is like getting your skincare right. I'm just gonna put my hair like that. Obviously, I'm gonna go ahead with the base. I like to use cushion when I want high coverage. I use this one from SKINFOOD and I got this from Korea as well. The ultimate goal of this step is to just have an even skin tone. I'm not really fixated on, covering up all of my blemishes. And I like to do a very light layer because the last thing I want for my makeup to look like is to look cakey. Obviously my skin doesn't look like perfect, but I've noticed that 1 or 2 layers is just enough. Love her, never broke out from this. I'm the type of person to like, if something works, I want to stick to it. This is kind of funny, but for my skin products, I like to have little breaks in between. I'm very big about like not clogging up my pores. Like I want them to breathe. After 1 layer, I just want it to like let it set. We're gonna go on to the eyes. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my blush, which is the Rare Beauty blush. I think it was literally my first purchase in terms of makeup and she's still here with me. I'm gonna do eyeshadow. I know. I'm just gonna use a little bit and it kind of gives me a reference of like how much color I want in my face overall. I'm gonna add more later, it's just that I'm gonna use my eyeliner now and I didn't want to put it on top, you know what I mean? Honestly, I don't have a specific preference for like what brand or what product I use for my eyeliner. I've just been using whatever I have at home. This one, literally the tag is gone, but I know it's the Burt's Bees one in brown. I think brown, it's just better personally for me just because I'm very pale. So what I do is I just want my face to look a little more alive. So I'm just gonna follow like the lining of my bottom line and just go a little bit up from there. So I don't like to do it too much, but I just want enough so that it looks like I have an eyelash extension at the end of my eyes. I think it just makes your eyes more open and just a bit more alive. And then we're gonna go back to concealer. So now is the step, you're just going to look at all the spots that you wanna cover. I use WakeMake. This is also from Korea. It is so good. Like it covers everything up. It only needs a small layer. And I actually saw Kylie Jenner do this once. Personally, I just don't like makeup that looks too cakey. So I like to put thin layers and I think it works well with concealers because you don't want to draw attention to the spot that you're trying to cover, right? So I'm just gonna get a little face brush and I use this from the Body Shop. She's also been through it. None of them is really there. So I'm just gonna use the tip of my brush and scrub it like that. A little bit of a layer. And I'm gonna find a spot that I wanna cover. So I don't blend yet, I just apply it a little bit because I wanna spread out my concealer evenly first before going around and blending it out. Now I think I got pretty much the ones that I want to cover, so I'm just going to use the same brush and just blend it out. A lot of my makeup products are from Korea and I think a lot of their colors match my complexion, which obviously I'm Korean, and I think they can work towards being more inclusive towards other you know, skin tones. I follow this Korean makeup artist and I literally love her videos. She's called Hong's Makeup Play. She has like the best makeup advices and she has like many different styles. She works with so many different models and I just love her energy and her vibe. Now we're gonna go back to working on the eyes. Now it's time for mascara. I am currently using the ILIA mascara, the mini one. I'm running out, so I do need to go to Sephora and get another one. She works so well. I usually have my eyelashes curled, but this summer I've been bed rotting. So I decided that I'm just gonna wait until school starts. So I do a little thin layer and I want it to dry before I curl them. I know it's so risky to curl your lashes after you put on mascara, but honestly, I have the thickest eyelashes. It's just so pin straight, so that's why I usually have them curled. I just want it to dry so that I'm not tugging on it while it's wet. So while we wait for it to, dry out a little bit, I'm gonna use my contour. So I don't know how to contour that well. I just do it for the sake of doing it. I think it works in some ways, but this has been a lot of trial and error for me. I use the Milk Makeup. I'm just going to focus on like the cheekbones and then the jaw and a little bit on my nose. And for this part, I'm gonna get a little brush and I'm just gonna grab a little bit. I kind of focus on the crease like right there. I just want it to look a little more snatched at the bridge. We're gonna let the contour sit again. Do you see a pattern? So now I use this mini eyelash curler because I just feel like it gives me a lot more control to get into the creases and everything. My goal with eyelash curling is always getting to the bottom of the root. Just underestimate how much time this takes. So now that's done, we're gonna go back to the contour. I'm gonna use this Bobbi Brown brush and we're just gonna blend it all out. My favorite step of my makeup routine is always putting on blush. Right now, I've been using the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Hope. Absolutely love her. I'm just gonna do like 3. I've noticed that putting on blush like right below your eyes just makes you look a lot more youthful and sun-kissed. I'm just gonna blend it out with my hands. I'm just a huge fan of using liquid or cream products. I'm just not a huge fan of powder products. Oh my god. See, I freaking love the shade. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to my Rare Beauty. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this is in Nearly Mauve. I'm just going to match the amount of color that I have on my cheeks. And I'm just gonna add some to my nose. Last but not least, we're gonna go onto our lips. So I'm gonna use this lip liner from Marcelle. My friend gave it to me. I think you can find it at the drugstore. Like, this alone is such a pretty color. If I, throughout the night, want some color, I'll use my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Top. She's like going through it. We'll worry about that later. So yeah, that's pretty much all I do for my makeup when I have something important to go to or when I just want to put a little bit of an effort to wherever I'm going. I tend to just use the same products because I'm a creature of habit and I stick to the things that I know that works. I'm so excited because I finally bought a disposable camera. Urban Outfitters close to my home was having like 30% off of everything, so I took that chance to buy a disposable camera. So I finally have a disposable camera dedicated for this summer. I'm so excited to take some photos and I hope you guys enjoy. Now I'm just gonna go get ready, put on an outfit and leave because I'm literally running so late.